So I was just reading Al-Ghazali's famous work, The Deliverance from Error. This book was about his path to mysticism and Islamic spirituality. In the final paragraph, he talks about a little biography about himself and what made him change. And he mentioned something which I thought is worth sharing, because what he says is how he was absolutely free from imitation from his elders, from inheriting views of his elders. He also mentioned how he tackled every single sect in Islam, every single thought, and he went into it full face first, like an ocean, straight into the deep end, and tried to learn everything about every single group and every single kind of way or theology or whatever you want to say. He learned about everything just to seek the truth and seek what he believes to be is the correct view in a sense. And what he said, like I mentioned before, he said at the end was he was free from imitation, and he was free from kind of inheriting thoughts and beliefs and opinions from his elders. And the reason I wanted to share this is because, and guys, I hope you don't mind this, if it's getting a bit dark, there's a light on, this quality won't be as good because it's not the daytime, it's nearly Maghrib, so yeah. Anyway, I was just thinking, right, so he said he was free from imitation from his elders, and I thought that state to be in takes a lot, number one, because we are born and raised by our elders, our family, our parents and whatnot. So by default, we're going to imitate how they are and their beliefs. That's by default. But those people who can branch out and challenge themselves to learn more and kind of sway, not in a bad way, you never know, like, don't get me wrong, listening to your parents, that's not the point here. The point is not to disrespect your parents or disrespect your elders, or don't listen to anything that they have, because the elders have more wisdom than us, and that is haq. They have more wisdom than us in most cases, not all the time of course, but you know, they do have a lot of wisdom that we can benefit from and learn from. But there are certain parts and practices from them, and a certain mindset or culture or whatever it may be, that they're not up to speed with the times and the generation that we live in. So in some ways you do have to branch out, mentally branch out. If you stay under the umbrella of the elders' opinions and beliefs and thoughts, then you will always be kind of X amount of years behind what the current theology of the time is. Not saying that the current theology or the current world views are better than the previous, but in order to stay up to date, you need to branch out mentally, if you know what I mean. And what I mean is, do not be afraid to learn new things. This is the quick reminder for this video, is do not be afraid to learn new things. I promise you, learning new things will benefit you and make you a more valuable person in terms of intellect and purpose than 90% of people around you, because people these days are inherently lazy, like myself, inherently bored and looking for quick dopamine wherever they can grab it. And this is a problem I have personally. In today's day, we have social media, we have TikTok and all these 15-second videos and whatnot, and it's like I can barely sit and watch a movie anymore, because this is like the new trend now. If you think about it, it wasn't here that long ago. But have you noticed that the whole world has been taken over by short form content? Do not be afraid to challenge yourself, do not be afraid to learn new things, and do not always rely upon your elders. Let me give you an example. Your parent, your father, could support a corrupt person, a corrupt politician, for example. A corrupt man, a man that has no credibility, a man that has absolutely zero about him. He has absolute fraudulent history and whatever you want to say, but you will support him just because your father does. And that shows that you're a coward, and it shows that you have a lack of intellect, and it shows you are a lazy person because you're too lazy to research yourself and learn about other people and whatnot and other views. It doesn't mean that you are disrespecting your father because you're swaying from his opinion. It means you are going on the side of truth instead of falsehood. And in a way, if your father's wrong, he's wrong. Simple as that. Al-Ghazali was Hujjat al-Islam. He was titled the Proof of Islam. He was considered a mujaddid of his time, a reviver of the religion. And even he said that he had to delve into every single sect to learn about everyone, and had to sway away from inheriting opinions of the elders. So if someone like him did that, so how come people like us, who have absolutely zero credibility, We're not educated, we don't know anything, and we still think that we can stay so fixated in our opinions, and our opinion and our family tree's opinion is the opinion, and that is it. It just shows a lack of, like I said, all those words I said. It's a poor state to be in, and you have to live a life of curiosity, and obviously don't be too curious, but to have some sort of curiosity is very important, because you will inherently grow. You will grow as a person. The more you learn, the more you'll grow. Simple as that. Do you know what I mean? So I just thought I want to share this because it's so powerful. He was free from imitation, and people who can achieve that state will expand their brain in places that you can't even imagine. You have to learn to educate yourself and really start to sit there and deep and really become your own person. Be fearless. Be absolutely fearless. Do not follow the crowd. The crowd will scare you. They will try and sway your attention. They will say that this is right, this is wrong. But if this is right and that's their opinion and that's wrong, why don't you go and find out what's wrong? Go and sit with them. Sit with these people and say, this is what has been said about you. Now you guys tell me, what do you think about this? This has been said about you. You guys are this, you guys are that, and let me hear from the horse's mouth. Be fearless. It's a sign of a coward to listen to the opinions of the group about the other side and then just accept it for what it is, just because your group or your people, you're comfortable, you don't want to leave the bubble, you don't want to leave that kind of safe space. Branch out. Be a free nomadic soul. It's very, very empowering. Sit with different types of cultures and people and embrace cultures. You see that saying, when in Rome, do as the Romans do? Yeah, use that. When in Rome, do as the Romans do. Simple as that. Because, life is not all about you. It's not all about you and your community and your culture. I'm Pakistani. It's not all about Pakistan. Life is not all about our culture. Our food is the best. Our clothes are the best. Our people, our language is the best. No. There are a million languages out there. There's not, but there's loads. There's a million languages out there. There's different clothing. There's cultures. There's ways and paths and so many things. And especially in the Islamic world, there are so many different paths and visions and routes towards God. What makes you think you're right? What makes you think you are on haqq? Can I ask you that question? Sit there and really listen to what I'm saying right now. Hold the phone, and I should be on your phone right now. You should be looking at me like this, and I've just said to you right now, what makes you think you're right? Why are you right? That's my question. Why are you right? And if you think you're right, no doubt about it, that's absolutely fine. You should have yaqeen in yourself and what you believe. That's the main aim, is to find out if you are right. But do not just inherently believe that you are born right and you guys are the right ones and these guys are wrong, they're weirdos, they're whatever. Do you get me? That's Islamically. But just as a general as well, as a whole world thing, there's nothing wrong with learning from other people, sitting with people, embracing people, being kind and smiling. Is this not one of the great sunnahs of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam? Is to embrace and smile and be kind and be just and be fair. You understand? So that final point from Al-Ghazali in his biography, I just thought I should share that because it hits the nail on the spot. He said he dwelled deep in every single sect to extrapolate what he can find and find the truth, and he was free from imitation of his elders. So he wasn't bound by any sort of beliefs that had to keep him rigid. No, he left that. He left it in order to find himself, and that's the whole book, The Deliverance from Error. It was his path towards tasawwuf and towards spirituality and Sufism, and his whole path changed because of his eyes and his heart was open to learning. That's it. Just be open to learn. That's all you got to do in life. Be open to learn. If you want to know about something, learn it. That's it. Google it. Just Google it. Research. Don't be satisfied with what you already know, because we don't know anything. So what I'm trying to say is, you don't know anything but you're satisfied. How can you live like that? And I've lived like that for 20 odd years, and I've come to the point now where I'm not satisfied at all with what I know. So I'm always trying our best to soak in as much information as I can. I'm trying to play catch up now. It's not too late. Alhamdulillah, like Allah has instilled this into my heart where I've realized that I need to catch up on loads of things, but at least I'm starting. And the reason why you guys should like and subscribe is because you're early into Hamza's ascent. This channel of ascension, inshallah, you will witness it will get better and better, and I will learn more and more, and I will keep feeding the knowledge that I'm learning, just because I want you guys to ascend as well. So subscribe and like. You're very early. I'm a brand new channel. I'm nearly on 1,000 subscribers. Inshallah, we'll get there soon. And yeah, this channel is a channel of value. There's not one video I want to upload that does not bring you value, because we have seen too much KSI. We've seen too much Kai Cenat and all these streamers and YouTubers. We've seen plenty. I watch them, don't get me wrong. Sometimes I watch here and there just because, I don't know. Do you know what I mean? It just happens sometimes. Just watch them here and there. But it's a waste of time. I'll tell you straight, it's a waste of time. So my aim for this channel is to bring value. That's it. If my videos don't bring any sort of value, if in this 12-13 minute video, if there's nothing that made you ponder or think or brought some sort of value, then this video has failed. This channel has failed. That's my sincere intention. So yeah, this channel is a channel of value. Remember that. So when you subscribe for free, it's free to subscribe, you are doing something valuable, because you will learn something. Not because I'm some teacher, because I'm learning too, so we can learn together. See you later, guys.